Guys, hello, everybody. Oh my god, we have graphics. That's crazy. Sorry. I did graphics. Welcome to quarterfinals. We got third in the regular season, so we got to pick between Stal and the Los Angeles Kings or AP and the. Is it the Toronto Manaphy? It's the Manaphy. Yeah, the Toronto Take-Hearts. Well, okay, there you go. And we picked Stal, everybody, because I didn't want to play Rayquaza. So we're in the quarters. This is sick. Stal ended the regular season. By the way, Stal is such a homie. Go sub. Dude's awesome. Dude's so rad. We played Repo together. So funny. Stal ended the regular season. Why can't I standings? There you go. In 7th. However, he pretty much made a new team after week 3, which was after we played him the first time. So this is technically a rematch, but we both have very different teams. We did win the initial game, but this matchup is so different that it doesn't really matter. But Stal essentially remade his team in week 3 and became a rain team with Dawn Wings or whatever it is across my and now this team's absolutely terrifying. So let's talk about it. Obviously, Palkia is the gold tier Uber, which we have talked about before. So it is Palkia versus Giratina, which I think is really cool. The matchup is a weird one because they both have the same speed stat, and they could pretty much both OHKO each other depending on the sets. Giratina just can't hold an item. So Palkia always will have the advantage there. Great Tusk, though, does not have the advantage against Giratina. Could run, the spinner move, Ice Spinner. But even then, Giratina hard walls both stabs, so I'm not too worried about it. We also have things like Arachne, the hard wallet, so I'm not necessarily expecting Great Tusk to come. I am expecting Palkia to come. But Great Tusk could. Heatran. Again, could come, but doesn't look amazing into my team, especially with the pickup of Quagsire and Ogerpon, which has Mold Breaker and Stomping Tantrum. So, again, it could come. I don't totally expect it to, though. Necrozma Dawn Wings will be coming, and that monster is scary. Has an awful typing of Psychic and Ghost, but does have the Prism Armor, so it is taking reduced damage from super effective attacks, and stat-wise, it's stupid. It's got 97 HP, 109 defense, 127 special defense with Prism Armor. That's dumb. And then it's got 157 special attack with Photon Geyser, which is a psychic type move that has no drawbacks, and is 100 base power, I think. Is 100 base power and becomes physical if you need it to. And it still has 113 base physical attack with Dragon Dance. It's dumb. And then also Moongeist Beam. It went 100 base power, no drawback, ghost type move that ignores the abilities. So, Calm Minds mean Clefable and Quagsire will not ignore the Calm Mind boost, which is stupid. And it can run physical too. This one's really good, but it's also really weak to a lot of stuff. Rabombi, Webs. I do think Rabombi is coming with Webs. Objectively. So I need to bring removal. Otherwise, it's pretty bad. Regieleki, I actually do think could come with screens as a screens lead type of thing, which is a little bit scary if I'm honest. But offensively is not great into our team because we don't have a flying type, and the only thing that is really weak to it is Arachne, which has a stupidly high attack stat or speed F stat and will destroy that Pokemon with a liquidation. So we're not super scared of it. We're not bringing the ground type this week. Spoiler: Quagsire's not coming, so we don't have Volt Switch immunity. So that could be annoying, but I think we're fine. Urshifu, Rapid Strike, Terra. I know Pelipper's before it. It's just here. Terra Urshifu Rapid Strike is nuts. We also have an Urshifu, but his Urshifu beats our Urshifu, especially because it can Terra. I think it's going to be Terra Dark this week, if I'm honest. Terra Dark gives him a way to hit Iron Crown and Giratina for super effective damage, plus be immune to the story powers from the Boy and the Espathra. And then it does become weak to our Urshifu, and it does become weak to a couple moves. So I could also see things like Terra Flying. Terra Flying's pretty good this week. Does make it weaker to a couple things, but offensively is relatively strong with surging strikes and close combat. I don't have anything that can take all of those hits realistically. I could also see Terra Poison. I don't think it's Terra Poison because we do have an Espathra. However, if Terra Poison comes, that's a little scary, if I'm totally honest. Okay. But other than that, I think we'll be okay. Pelipper is the range setter. It's not great, but Hurricanes and Surfs from the rain do hit our team pretty hard. CACTURN, it's not coming and it's a bad mon, but it can do like cheeky like Toxic Spike stuff. It can do like Sucker Punch nonsense. And then Bear Tick. I don't like taking ice type moves, especially with close combat and I think Earthquake is coverage, and Swords Dance and Aqua Jet. Like it has great stats. It has a really good ability in Swift Swim on this team with 130 attack and 50 speed's really slow. But with Swift Swim, it makes it super fast. So, let's talk about what we're bringing. Giratina, it's coming back for the rematch with a different EV spread, though. We're just going a lot bulkier, more special offensive with Modest. Draco Meteor, Shadow Ball, Earth Power, Defog. This mon, pretty much its goal is to come in at one point in time, click Defog if it needs to like get rid of screen or something, and then Draco, Shadow Ball, Earth Power, die. It's going to be here to do a lot of damage, but it's not going to take a ton. Hopefully this was theoretically the best way to beat the Palkia. Now, we're not living Draco Meteors. However, if he is like Dragon Pulse, or wants to go for a Spatial Rend, we will live. And we will always OHKO with Draco Meteor. I believe even, because we're Modest, even if it's max HP. And if it's max HP and max special attack, by the way, max special attack Modest, Spatial Run still does not go. But we do have 16 speed EVs to not even outspeed that Pokemon. So we'll never outspeed that Pokemon. What are we hitting? 220? Why are we 220? What? I have zero idea why we are 220 speed. That's so strange. I guess we're outspeeding Great Tusk. That doesn't feel correct. But it's probably for the Necrozma. I don't know. Maybe it's to outspeed something that's speed. Oh, okay. Here's what it's doing. Probably not. It's speed tying or outspeeding things that are creeping the clef. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe I think what I actually did was just put 16 speed EVs in, to outspeed things that are trying to creep me essentially. Draco hits all of this team but Heatran, and then Earth Power hits Heatran. And then Shadow Ball hits the Necrozma, and we will most of the time be faster than Necrozma. And I think it's kind of for a speed creeping Necrozma. But we're going to be hitting Draco into the rest of this team because the only real fairy type is Ribombee, and Ribombee does not want to take Shadow Balls. And I don't want to take Moonblasts either, but I'm okay with Giratina to smack stuff, and I don't think Ribombee will be around for that long. Next, Araquanid. This is our Palkia check, and it's not a great one, if I'm completely honest. It does take hits very, very well. We are max HP, max special attack, max special defense, but we're not doing a ton back. The thought is if he's Spatial Rend and Modest, that hurts, but we can mirror code it. Realistically, this mon is here for Sticky Web and then dies, and that is okay. I was at one point Custap and Dur, but I still didn't do anything with Palkia, so I preferred Citrus Berry just to get a little bit of health, but we're hoping we can get Sticky Webs up to either counter their Sticky Webs, or, I don't think they bring Tusk, they probably bring Alakee with Rapid Spin, but Rapid Spin and Alakee can't really do anything to the Giratina. It can, Volt on it, but other than that, there's no removal. And Sticky Webs into, a Palkia that's not Boots. Or a Great Tusk that's not Boots, or even the Necrozma, or the I'm forcing Boots, and if they're not Boots, they're losing their speed, which is great. I don't know. It's Araquanid. You know what it does. Next, Trapicos. We're bringing that safety set again with the heavy duty boots, Terra Shell. But we bring Terra Starstorm, Dark Pulse, Calm Mind, Rapid Spin. Terra Starstorm hits everything on this team but Heatran. Again, I don't think Heatran's coming. If it does come, I think we're fine. because Calm Minds and Dark Pulses will do very good damage into that Pokemon. We don't want to take Magma Storms, don't get me wrong, but I think we can deal with the Heatran, even if we just want to go into the Araquanid, which is a hard check to Heatran unless it's like Power Gem, and even then we're going to be fine. But Terrastorm Swim also doesn't hit the Necrozma, but that is what Dark Pulse is for. A flat, like not special attack boosted Dark Pulse will do 51 to 60 on like max HP Necrozma, and like we don't want to take Photon Geysers, but we will probably be faster, and if we're not faster, Dark Pulse is going to do way more, and if we can get a Calm Mind up, we're good, essentially. Next, Espathra, the homie. I debated a bunch of sets. I had like a Weakness Policy Endure set on this week with like Terra Ground. I had a couple funky little sets. I had like screens at one point, and if I end up battling after I upload this, I'm going to mute this out. Because I don't want people to know there's possible sets for quarters or for semis or finals if we make it. But we decided to go relatively simple in the stored power play. Stored power is what won us a game last time. Now they did pick up CACTURN. I could very well see CACTURN coming specifically to check stored power, but that's part of why I think it's going to be Terra Dark Urshifu, which is part of why we are Terra fighting. Terra fighting also does allow us to hit the Heatran, but now they do have the Necrozma that can take the stored powers really, really well. However, we have Foul Play. So Foul Play, if it's max HP, has an 84% chance to 2-KO, to 2-hit KO special attacking Necrozma. And if it's like physical attacking, we do like 72 to 85. We will never live hits unless we get Calm Minds up. And even then, we need probably 3 Spadef boosts realistically to like take Photon Geysers. So as long as that mon is healthy, I do not think we stick around. However, if we're able to get Foul Play damage off on it, and like if this mon is here to like kind of trade with the Necrozma, I think I'm okay with that realistically. It's not going to be an early game mon, but it I lost my train of thought. It's not going to be early game. It can sweep if we find ourselves in a good position to do so. It's probably going to be here to 1v1 a specific Pokemon. Next, the Clef. Shout out to Niv for the stat. The stat actually seems baller. This is going to be our dedicated lead if we do see Pelipper. I think they're going to run like partial rain. So I do think Pelipper's going to come. If Pelipper doesn't come, we're going to lead our final one. But if we do see Pelipper, we're going to lead this. This is max HP, max physically defensive, bold Clef. With Citrus Berry, and then Moonblast, Focus Blast, Moonlight, and Calm Mind. If we can get some Calm Minds off, we kind of destroy this team. Citrus Berry and Moonlight really help us stay alive and get a couple more of those off. If it's like Terra Poison, Terra Steel, or Urshifu, that's a little bit scary, but we're always living like max attack, band, adamant, surging strikes in the rain, I believe. Let's just make sure. Well, I believe that's... Oh, actually we don't live that. We do not live that. It's very good to know. But let's say in the rain, let's say it's like band timid or band jolly. Whatever it is, jolly. Okay, we probably don't live it if it's jolly either. Okay, so we're not living banded Shifu. However, we'll live not banded Shifu. And then if we die, we'll find out it's banned, and then I'm totally fine with that because I can go into the Araquanid. Which I guess actually doesn't want to take Surging Strikes either. Holy shit. Maybe I do need to go Water Absorb. No, but then I can get burned on the Heatran, and I really don't want to get burned on the Heatran. No, we'll stay where we are. Okay, but Band Shifu is a little bit scary now that I see it. However, if it's Band Shifu, then we're going to be fine. You'll see later on. Okay, anyway. If we can get some Calm Minds up, and it's not Band Shifu, Moonblast and Focus Blast will destroy this team. I'll be 2-KOing the Heatran. I won't be 2-KOing the Necrozma for a while, but I'm going to be beating it because I do have Unaware. Now, if they go Calm Mind, they do have the Moongeist Beam. However, I'll be doing a lot of damage with Moonblast and with Citrus Berry. So hopefully I can like kind of start racking up that damage while keeping alive, especially Moonlight. This one just seems really good and can like really start to go kind of crazy. And I'm cool with playing it in the early game. I don't feel like I need Unaware this game. It's nice for other Calm Mind Mons, but it's also like a great check to the Shifu. If it's not banned, it's a perfect check almost to the Tusk. It's great into like physical Palkia. It seems pretty good. And the final mon, which actually this is the first time we've had a graphic for, is the Ogre, Skull Kid. We are bringing Double Dance. Also shout out to Niv for this. Double Dance with Ivy, Cudgel, and Hornleech. I know we like running Ivy Cudgel in the rain isn't great. However, outside of the rain, it does very good, and Hornleech in the rain actually kind of destroys things. Like, Hornleech just like 36 to 42% to the Palkia. After a Sword Stance, it does like 72 to 85, and so like a Trailblaze into like I do so much damage to Hornleech into 90% of this team. The Heatrand's kind of annoying, but again, I don't think it's coming. In the rain, we're kind of screwed. But also, we still do a lot of damage with Hornleech into the Necrozma as well. So that's kind of the plan. I know this is kind of a scuff team builder, but I am battling like 3 minutes. Wish me luck, and we'll catch you in the battle. Peace out. Okay, we are searching. Good luck and fun stall. We found a Tower Ghost, which is actually very scary. Interesting. What are we not seeing? I'm not seeing the Necrozma, which is crazy. And then we do see everything we expected, but yeah. So instead of Necrozma, we do see the friggin' CACTURN, which is hilarious. What do we not see? Oh, yeah, right, Necro. Oh, no Regieleki. Okay, so fine. So I do think this is the lead Clef again. This is kind of scary. I think I just gotta play slow and I gotta play smart. Realistically, I gotta play slow and I gotta play smart. Terraghost is freaky though. Not really something I prepped for, if I'm honest. I think I'll be okay. It does really hurt my Tina. But I do live 1. I'll be like, that's fine for my Espathra realistically, because foul play does a lot of damage to it actually. So that's a really good thing to note. And then I am immune to the Terra Blast from the Terrapagos. Obviously not the close combat, but that does also make Dark Pulse hit very hard as well. So at the end of the day, I think I'm okay with Terraghost. Obviously did expect to see the rain. But like didn't want to see it. So good luck and fun, guys. This could be it. This could be the end of our Uber season, which would be tragic after Ubers, which would be tragic after how good of a season we've had. However, we got to go into every playoff game thinking this could be our last. Meaning we play better. What is their lead? I'm expecting Pelipper. Pig God, Pelipper. Cool. So my game plan is click Calm Mind. Clef looks very, very good this game. Goes for the knockoff. Does knock off my Citrus Berry. Down to 377. So, annoying, for sure. We'll get the Calm Mind up. This music's bumping. I don't know which song it is. So, we're expecting Hydro Pump, U-Turn, Roost, probably Hurricane, maybe Surf. We are now +1 to F, +1 to attack. I do think I want to go for another Calm Mind. Unless I just want to go for a Moonblast now. But this could also be very slow. And I would be faster than it if he wanted to U-turn. I want to click a Calm Mind, expecting a U-turn, and then I think I have to go into the rack. I just don't want them to go straight Urshifu, and I don't think he can do that yet. Faster U-turn. Okay, so fantastic. Which means it isn't 0 IV, which does mean I don't think he can comfortably go into the Urshifu. Because he could be really worried about a Moonblast right now, which is great, which is fantastic. Goes into Gojo? What is that? That is the Palkia. Okay. So it could be physical. Let's just make that clear, right? Palkia. Let's look for Steel. It does get Heavy Slam. If he's like 31, 252, Adamant. Into the Clef. It does hurt. I am just going to go for the Moonblast, though. Because I shouldn't die. Goes for the Surf. I should be good. Yeah, it does a lot, obviously. But this dies. After the Moonblast. Which is sweet. Getting that Mon gone early is fantastic. Clef kills Palkia. That is a huge weight off my shoulder. Araquanid does not matter anymore, realistically. Goes into Gohin. I think that's a Shifu. That is a Shifu. I don't necessarily care. I'm gonna, like, I think I'm okay to just let this guy die. I'm gonna die to Resurging Strikes. I can Moonlight on, like, a U-turn. I can Moonblast if he goes Terra Ghost. I got rid of the Palkia. I'm cool with that. I think I Moonblast just in case he wants to, like, Sword Stance or Trailblaze. And then if Clefable dies, and I think that's okay. Because it got rid of Palkia. Like, at the end of the day, my Giratina is so much better now. And if I can get webs up and this thing isn't boots. Also, yeah. Well, we'll see here. Because I can still, I mean, I almost always die to Resurging Strikes right now. I just don't want him to be able to click like a Sword Stance or Trailblaze or something silly. Could also go for Terra Blast. I want to see how much health I'm at. Goes for the Trailblaze. Okay, it could be Sash. This is why I clicked Moonblast. We kill. We get 2. He got greedy. Ooh, okay, but it's Life Orb. So, okay, we're good. Clef kind of crushed it. We're good. I go for the Moonlight. It's on, like, another Trailblaze or something if I live, because he'll die to Life Orb. I go to the Surging Strikes. Okay, so he should die to Life Orb now. Shifu kills Clef. Shifu dies to Lorb. Shoutouts to Niv, guys. Huge help making this set. Okay, now that Shifu's gone, Giratina looks incredible besides the CACTURN. I also feel like I can go into the Terapagos and start going crazy. Also kind of feel like I can go into the Espathra. Right? Like, is this the moment to go Espathra and try and get some crazy kills? Is this the moment to maybe get webs up? I have a lot of good options here, realistically. I think Terapagos feels like a safe play. Because if I go Espathra on the CACTURN, that's fine. I think I want to go Espathra, honestly, and get my Terra up. I made the right call. I can start clicking Calm Minds now, I think. Realistic, like, maybe. And I don't need to Terra. I'll Calm Mind now, see what this wants to do. If this wants to start Quiver Dancing, like, that is a little bit scary. But I will be faster than it at some point, and I'm going to start getting Spit F boosts. And I'm staying Psychic type right now, so I can live, like, Bug Buzzes, maybe. Could be Sash, could want to get up webs. If it is Quiver Dance, like, yeah, annoying, but I don't know if it's able to fit Quiver Dance, Moonblast, and Bug Buzz, if it has sticky webs. Just goes for the Moonblast straight up. Wow, down to 142. I get my Citrus up. Let's see, 142 to 347. My Wi-Fi's slow. 142 out of 347. Calculator. Okay, my internet's being wicked slow, so hopefully that doesn't mess with anything. I'm gonna do it on my phone. I really want to find out how much that did. 142 out of 347. That did 60%. I'm at, okay, so if that did 60% as a Moonblast, okay, so that just looks like it's really offensive, but not, like, modest necessarily. So I've got some good boosts up right now. I think I go for Stored Power now, though. Okay, so he looks Scarfed. No. Oh, the special attack drop's obviously annoying. But we get a crit to make up for it. We should be faster now. If he's Choice Scarf, yeah, we're definitely faster now, and we'll kill with another Stored Power, which is fantastic. We don't have the special attack boost anymore, which is tragic, though. So, like, yeah, okay, so Espath kills the bug. I know it doesn't actually matter, but... and the rain is gone, and we get the speed boost. So, like, CACTURN can come in and, like, be a little bit annoying, but then we just Terra and we go for the Terra Blast. I actually think we could still Oko this Mon. Goes out into Scarecrow. Like, I actually still think we can Okolith Mon with Terror Blast. Fighting. It could Sucker Punch me. I do not care. If he does want to Sucker Punch, he will probably kill. I'm at 25%. If he's like Max Deck, Adamant, Life Orb, he'll kill. If he's not Life Orb but he's Adamant, he still will kill. So we'll find out. And he's 99% sure he's going to be Adamant. But I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'll die. I'll then go into the Ogre and be totally fine. I think. So I do think CACTURN covers with a Sucker Punch. Don't get me wrong. I think that's the play that's coming up. Does Sucker Punch? This will kill. Oh, it doesn't kill, so he's not Adamant. Fantastic. Which means we might not kill, but we'll bring down very low. Okay, so he doesn't kill, so he is Bulky Boy. Defo, I do not care about differential. I'll click Terror Blast again. That's fine. He's Custap. That's rad. CACTURN kills Spath. However, okay, so I have a lot of options now. He's at like 24%, call it. But we also think he's bulky. I think I kind of want to go Terapagos and like just like do some things. Could also just go Perdition. Don't want to take a Sucker Punch. Could also just go into the Ogre Pawn and click a Horn Leech, right? Could I just go into Ogre Pawn and then click a Swords Dance? He did very little damage to me. I kind of think I wanna try that. I don't need to try that though. I don't need to try that. I think I'll be fine either way. I think I'd go Skull Kid, and I'm just gonna click like a Horn Leech here. I could also Trailblaze. I just don't want to get Sucker Punch twice. Oh, you know what he probably does though? He could very easily go Sucker Punch to try and get some damage off on me before I dash. I'm gonna click a Sword Stance. I don't think this is super risky. I like depending on what he wants to go for here. He could be thinking I Sword Stance, and if he wants to attack me, fine. I do not think he'll 2-comb me with anything. Unless he has like a secret little rock move in there, but even then, I don't know if that into a Sucker Punch kills. But I guess we'll find out, right? 2 Sucker Punches if he's not Adamant. But like we know he's not Adamant, so 2 Sucker Punches won't kill me. It'll max 45%. And then a Sword Stance plus a Trailblaze will kill this mon. He could also switch out. Like, that is a possibility into, like, Scarf or Hurricane. Oh, no, we know it's not. Oh, it switches out. So I get a Sword Stance on switch out, which is great. Could go into the Pelipper, which is what I'm assuming. It is the Pelipper. This is great for us. Like, we're gonna die to a Hurricane, but we can just go for, like, a Horn Leech now. We know it's not Scarf because he clicked Knockoff and then U-turn. And we actually have a chance to kill if he's not max defense. It's not a great chance, so but we are just going to click Horn Leech anyway. Try and get as much damage off of this mon. Yeah, so we don't get the kill, unfortunately, but we get it very well. It doesn't hit the Hurricane. It's going to kill us. It doesn't even kill us. That's so rad. We'll click a Trailblaze. You're going to go into the CACTURN for a Sucker Punch. Almost definitely. Wow, that didn't kill is nuts. I mean, he looks like he's just like... Yeah, it looks like I got a very lucky roll, essentially. But Ogre kills. Hopefully, God, how amazing would it be if my audio is not recording? Pelipper. Let's just make sure my audio is recording. Yeah, okay, we are. The music, no, yeah, so it looks good now. It goes out of the spare code. We're gonna get Sucker Punch, guys. That's fine. I don't really care about keeping differential. I'll just go for a Horn Leech. Like, it does not matter. Yeah, CACTURN kills. Ogre. We can go just into the Terapagos here. And click a Rapid Spin. We should pick up the kill. Well, or, I mean, I guess I pick this Terra Skull probably, right? I don't super care. I mean, we're not going to kill with Rapid Spin. Oh, but I care a little bit, actually. We'll be faster than... Yeah, I am just going to go for the Rapid Spin. Because +1 speed will put us faster than max Great Tusk, and we'll do enough damage to it. Oh, we actually kill with the crit, so it doesn't matter. Trap kills CACTURN. And he's probably a little bit annoyed by that, I'm sure. I have gotten a couple crits for sure that mattered a little bit. I don't think a ton, though. And that means if I click Terror Storm, we'll just kill anyway. So we do just click Terror Storm, and I do believe we just win with the trap here. We should be faster unless he's Scarf. If he is Scarf and he wants to go for like 2 close combats, great, I go into Giratina. So we are faster. He can't kill us with anything. He looks like he's actually Assault Vest. Goes for his own Rapid Spin, which is actually kind of cool. We're at 355. I mean, I think we died to our close combat. Which is fine. I don't super care if I like. There's no reason to switch out here. I'll just go for Terror Starstorm. He does go close combat, so now and he might not kill. He doesn't kill. So Terrapagos is just that cool, and we Terrapagos gets a kill. A lot of living on like 1s today, and Terrapagos gets us into the semis, which realistically every Pokemon but Arachnid is, and of course Giratina doesn't get to come onto the field. But GG Stal. Good game, but that, like, I think we played well. I think we prepped better at the end of the day, and Clef just went absolutely nuts. GG's brother, he had such a fun season, cool team, and I really hope we get to play again. But y'all, we're in the semis, and I think we're playing a really tough opponent. I'm not gonna tell you, however, I think I know. Oh! I don't know yet. Okay, rad, sick. Actually, we're good. So we're gonna be playing the winner of Tom versus Arch. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. My name is Matt. I'm your coach of the New England Roggenrola. I'll catch you next time.